And we're back here at Media Row, and we are joined by the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose. Dean, how's it going?
I'm excellent, man. It's a good week. It's WrestleMania week. Ready to tear it down.
So one of the things recently, you became part of Total Divas. You were on that show, and I think some people were surprised that you were part of that show. But you're one of the most entertaining aspects on it. Are you happy to be a part of that show?
Well, it doesn't really, it's not really my thing. It's a show about the girls. For the girls, and that, it's their thing. But sometimes when I'm a bit of a ham sometimes, and it's like you can either choose to have fun with something or take yourself too seriously. And for me, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be around a camera, but sometimes I see a camera and I just can't resist, having a little fun with it.
And obviously Renee's on the show as well, and there was a couple of months ago, Renee and Maurice kind of got into it a little bit, and I think people were thinking maybe that was going to lead to a match. Would you like to see Renee get involved in that kind of situation, or do you think that it's better for her to be in the announcing gig?
I think it would be nobody would ever be able to look at her the same way again. She's known as a bubbly, bright personality. Everybody loves Renee. She's a sweetheart of Canada. I know a different side of her. And if that were to be unleashed, the rage and the fury of just, anger and nails and just if that got on TV, it might, it's bad news. You know what I mean? I mean, it's still a PG product, and I don't think we can have that kind of violence unleashed on any women. And I don't want to see that ugliness, but I kind of do. But I'll just tell you, I fear for the poor soul who pissed her off.
And WrestleMania weekend, and last year at WrestleMania you had the match with Brock Lesnar. A year later, kind of reflecting on that, how do you feel about that match?
Hey man, some days are the nails, some days are the hammer. Some days it's some days you're the one suplexing, doing the suplex, and some days you're the one getting suplexed. You know what I mean?
Obviously, with the draft last July, you've been pretty much the head of SmackDown, where you're in all the live events, main event, all the time. How have you found being a part of one roster with the brand split?
Oh, it's been great, man. We've all taken a really great pride. We're like one team on SmackDown. Once we started doing good, because it's a brand new show. We've never had a show on Tuesday, and that's live. So I mean, it's essentially it's a new thing. So to be able to build that from the ground up, a brand new show on Tuesdays has been one of the most rewarding things in my career, to help essentially build a new brand, and to do it as a team, kind of just because we ended up with such a good crew for whatever reason. It's just such a great group of guys with great energy, one of the best locker rooms I've been a part of. I think we're all hoping that can stay together as long as possible. I don't really want to mess with a good thing.
And just last question, obviously last year you had the rivalry with AJ Styles, and I think a lot of people just thought that was one of the best things that they've seen from you in WWE in your career. Where does that kind of rate for you in terms of what you've done so far, the work with AJ Styles?
Oh, I love all my matches with AJ Styles, man. I'm so glad he was able to finally make his way to WWE and make his way to SmackDown. He's a guy I'd never crossed paths with in all my years before WWE, so to be able to lock horns with him for the first time in WWE was awesome, So, yeah, I think everybody loves being in the ring with AJ Styles. So, I'm no different. I love all our matches we were able to have, and I'm sure we'll lock up many more times over in the future, and I look forward to that.
And WrestleMania, defend the title against Baron Corbin. It's the first time in a long time the IC title has been on the line, one-on-one at WrestleMania with a storyline. Is that cool for you to be a part of that and kind of get it back to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody in my generation grew up watching all the Intercontinental Championship matches. Like all the Bret Harts and the Mr. Perfects and all that. So to be able to walk around as Intercontinental Champion every night, defending the title in all these different towns and stuff, it's something I try to take some pride in, and go out there every night and you might be tired, you might be hurt, you might not feel like it that day. You travel or whatever, or the schedule. You look down around your waist and see the Intercontinental Championship, you go, all right, you better get yourself together, because this ain't no baby's game. You got to go out there and have an Intercontinental Championship match, So it's the kind of thing that kind of pushes you a little extra harder every single day. So yeah, it's something that take some pride in. I'll go out there whether you're first on the card or last or whatever it is. You got to go out there and deliver.
want to wish you the best luck. Thanks for Dean Ambrose. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our WrestleMania coverage. Stay tuned for more interviews, clips, news updates, and much, much more. Also, stay tuned to our Twitter @inside_the ropes for more of what we've got coming up in the future.